This is a University of Otago podcast.
Stand by.
Hi everyone. Today we will study lesson 11 about internal sandhi. We have studied from lesson 8, 9 and 10 about external sandhi. That is lesson 8. We study about the wow sandhi. Lesson 9 about how sandhi or aha sandhi. Lesson 10 we study about consonant sandhi, and today we will study internal sandhi in lesson 11. The first rule is that S changes to S dot if immediately preceded by any vowel but a or r, or preceded by ka or ra. The rule does not apply if the S is final or followed by an R. The rule is applied even if an anuswara or visaraka come between the vowel ka or ra and the S. So you can see from this chart, internal sandhi, the rule, this rule we clear from this chart. You can see from this chart, the S will change to S dot when it after follow the any vowel but a or r, ka or ra, in spite of intervening ma, m dot or ha, h dot, unless final or followed by immediately by r. If the sound following the S is da, ta, na, and ma, ya, wa, it is lithophrase, means change S dot and change th to th dot, it is lithophrase. So both S dot and th dot is lithophrase from satha to tisthati. So from this chart, you can see from the book of Ichines, lesson 11. Another example, you can see tisthati, you change to tisthati. Manusya, change to manusya, change S to S dot. S follow vowel, U, and followed by ya, so change to S dot. Deveshu, the S follow E, that is vowel, and followed by U, that is vowels, so change to S dot. Suswapa, change S to S dot, followed by wa and V. Manus, no change, because in front of S it is a, so no change, the same, manus. Palish sat, change to palishat. Sao bim si, so change to sao bim shi. Akni su, change to akni shu. Wow, I, and wow, you. Now let's see more example. Sao pi su, change to sao pi shu, because S follow wow, I, even though they intervene by ha, and followed by u, so change S to S dot. Se na su, the same rule. Thereafter are so no change, se na su. Wak su, change to wak shu, follow ka, and followed by u, wak shu. Jak shus mat, So change S to S dot. Follow U, vowel, and followed by the vowel M. So change S to S dot. Girshu. Change to Girshu. S after Ra and followed by U. So change to S dot. Pavisyati. Change to Pavisyati. This last, change to this last. And the last one, Danusa, change to Danusha. We can see from the chart this one, or we can explain in another way when explain in this chart. You can see from this chart, change S to S dot when they are follow the any vowel but a or r, and follow ka or ra in spite of intervening m or ha. And the last one followed by any vowel or ta, tha, na, ma, ya, but ra. So this is another way to explain in another textbook. In the last column, you see this a little bit change, and it's easy for you to memorize. Followed by any vowels or followed by ta, tha, na, ma, ya, wa, but ra. This is the first internal sandhi, change S to S dot. The second one is that change N to N dot. If preceded anywhere in the same word by R, re, or S dot, certain sounds may interrupt this process. You can study from this chart that we will change N to N dot when the N follow Ra, re, or sha, S dot. And this column, unless the consonant set ja, that is ja, cha, cha, ya. Consonant set ta, t dot, ta, ta, da, na. Consonant set ta, t, ta, da, and ra, sha, sa. If it is this one interfere, you change N to N dot. If followed by vowel or ma, ya, wa, na. You see the example, nari, nam. So change N to N dot because N after re and followed by r, followed by vowel, any vowel. Naru, nam. So change N to N dot. Karunaha. Change N to N dot. Karunaha. N after R, ra, and followed by vowel, a. Dushanam. Dushanam. Change N to N dot. Follow is N after R and followed by R. Brimhanam. So change N to N dot. Brimhanam. Algena, change N to N dot because N followed by R, even though it intervened by ka and vowel. So change N to N dot. Kaship nuhu. Kaship nuhu. So change to N dot. Premna. Premna. Change to N dot after the R twin by A or M. Brahmanyaha. Change N to N dot. Brayena. change N to N dot after the R, even though Y, R, E are intertwined, and followed by R. Lithophrase sounds such as ra, ri, and sha leave the tongue in a lithophrase position, unless certain sounds interfere, such as lithophrase sound of the releasing type, like ta, t dot, or sound from the low below, above or below. Then N become lithophrase, mean N change to N dot, or the ka, vowel ka, consonant set ka, and pa, vowel ka, consonant set pa, don't seem to move the tongue enough to change out of the lithophrase position. So you can see from this example, ramena, change R, the R change the N to N dot. This one, the R change N to N dot. Putrena, so change N to N dot, the same. Putranam, change N to N dot. In this chart, the consonants except ya, the sound which could interfere are in the bold. So in the blue one, will interfere the change. So if there is this set ja, ta, ta in the blue, all in the blue, so it will be not changed. Or you can see from the chart here, if you want to memorize, it's a bit better to see from this chart. We will change N to N dot when it's follow ra, ri, or sha. In spite of intervening by set ka, pa, or ya, wa, ha, ma, or N. So there is consonant set ka or set pa, and this consonant is if there is, so we will change N to N dot. If followed by the vowel or ma, ya, wa, or na. So this is the rule for second internal sandhi to change N to N dot. Now let's see feminine nouns in R. We have studied the noun gender in masculine, neuter. And today we will study feminine nouns in R. They are standard ending to nouns, and it will help to compare our future declension with the standard ending. Some declension follow this ending more closely than other declension. The standard ending are the same of all genders, except the neuter nominative and neuter accusative, which are M, E, and E. This is a lovely chart for everyone to memorize. This is the ending, S in masculine or feminine, M in neuter, and R, A, us, E. Ow, byam, os. And for neuter, E. Us, peace, payas, su. And for neuter, E. This is the ending. Are general, apply to most stem using sandhi rule. For example, the masculine nominative plural standard ending is as. When as is added to nara, the word are men. The word for men becomes narats. So naraha with sandhi. Here is the declension of feminine nouns ending with R. Stem sena, feminine, mean army. Let's see from the declension of all sena. Start from nominative singular, dual, and plural. It is se, na, se, ne, se, na, ha. accusative, se nam, se ne, se na ha. Instrumental, se na ya, se na biam, se na bi. Dative, se na yai, se na biam, se na biha. Ablative, se na yaha, se na biam, se na biha. Genitive, se na yaha, se na yoho, se na nam. Locative, se na yam, se na yoho, se na su. Vocative, se ne, se ne, se na ha. This is all the declension of se na feminine army. When you see and you notice, when you memorize nominative singular, it is very easy for you to memorize from this one, se na, se ne, se na ha, and all declension. The ending is similar to masculine, except for the first one. You just see this one. The easy way to memorize is you see from the ending, ya, yai, ya, yam. So when you start from instrumental, just memorize as ya, yai, yas, yam, because yas and yaha is the same up to the sandhi, s change to sh dot. Again, when you want to memorize, you just memorize as ya, yai, yas, yam. And this is all the declension of feminine nouns ending with R. Feminine nouns must have feminine adjectives. Masculine and neuter adjectives normally are declined like nara and pala. If the noun is feminine, the adjective is declined using the R or E stem. That we will study the feminine stem ending in E in lesson 13. The dictionary entry will indicate how the feminine adjective is formed, just like, for example, kupita means angry, pita afraid, dhammika virtuous, sundara beautiful. If the dictionary entry is marked MFN, that is masculine, feminine, neuter, the word is an adjective, and the feminine adjective is usually formed with R. Just like kupita, when they decline masculine like nara, neuter like pala, and R feminine like sena. And also pita, the same. When used as feminine, it will decline like sena. Except for dhammika and sundari, when it is adjective and modify the feminine noun, they will change the form from dhammika su to dhammiki. Sundara change to sundari. You can see from this example. Let's see the example of the adjective. Start from kupita sena, the angry army, because sena is feminine and decline in nominative singular feminine. So kupita, that is adjective, have to change the form to kupita. It is nominative singular feminine too. So it will be kupita sena, the angry army. The next example, sundaram vanam, the beautiful forest. Vanam is nominative or accusative singular neuter, and also adjective sundaram modify vanam, and so have to have the case, the same case. So it is nominative or accusative singular neuter. So it will be sundaram vanam, the beautiful forest. The next one, sundaraha Narupaha, the beautiful king. Sundaraha and Narupa the same. It is nominative singular masculine. And also Sundaraha, it is nominative singular masculine. The same, they modify this noun because it is adjective. So if we want to make a Sandhi result, so it will be Sundaraha change to Sundaro Narupaha, the beautiful king. The next example, Sundari Sena, the beautiful army. As Sena is feminine and Sundara is adjective, when they modify feminine noun, so if you change to Sundari, notice at this point, you should change to Sundari, not Sundara. So it will be Sundari Sena, not Sundara Sena. Beautiful army. The next one, Sundaryai Senayai, for the beautiful army. Senayai is dative, singular feminine, and Sundaryai is come from Sundari and declared like Nadi in lesson 13. You can see from the red book or the chart in lesson 13 that the dative of Nadi is Natyai, so it will be Sundaryai Senayai, for the beautiful army. Now let's see the third person pronouns. We have studied from last lesson about the first pronoun and the second person pronouns. The first is aham, and the second person is tvam. Now let's see the third person pronoun. The third person pronouns, we have three gender, and in each gender we will declare like this chart. This one starts from third person pronoun masculine. So this will be nominative singular, will be saha. Dual, thou, plural, they. This is nominative, mean he or they. Accusative, him or them, will be tham, thou, than. Instrumental, with him, with them. Tena, tapyam, taiha. Dative, tasmai, tapyam, tepyaha. Ablative, from him, tasmat, tapyam, tepyaha. Genitive, his, their, tasya, tayoha, tesham. Locative, on him or on them, tasmin, tayoha, teshu. This is all masculine. And this is masculine, the same as last chart. With Sandhi, saha, the masculine nominative singular drop the final ha before all consonant and all vowels but a. It usually appears as sa. At the end of a line, it appears as saha. And before a, it appears as so, and the a is dropped. For example, when you use the form saha, we see from last chart, again, from this one, saha, you see from the chart that we usually use the form ha together with sa, saha. But when it's applied in the sentence, sa will drop to sa, and it changed from sa to sa, will be sa kachati, he goes. Except for a, that is saha plus atra. So tra is come from saha plus atra. So when we make a vowel sandhi, change to sotra. He is there. He is here. Sorry. Here is the neuter third person pronoun stem in neuter tat and te tani, tat te tani, tena tapiyam taiha, tasmai tapiyam tepiha, tasma tapiyam tepiha, tasya tayo tesham, tasmin tayo teshu. This is the third person pronoun in neuter. And this is a feminine of third person pronoun. Start from singular nominative, she, they, sa, te, taha. Accusative, tam, te, taha. Instrumental, taya, tapiyam, tapihi. Dative, tasyai, tapiyam, tapiha. Ablative, tasyaha, tapiyam, tapiha. Genitive, tasyaha, tayo, tasam. Locative, tasyam, tayoha, tasu. This is a feminine third person pronoun. The third person pronoun can act as a pronoun or a demonstrative pronoun, meaning that, for example, sa kachati, we mean can translate as he goes. He is a pronoun from sa. And at the same time, when the use is added adjective, modify any noun, such as this sentence, sa na ro kachati. Sa na ro kachati. Take out sandhi to sa naraha kachati. It means that man goes. That comes from sa. Man from naraha goes from kachati. So in this sentence, sa translates as that is a demonstrative pronoun. And it is usually referred to in English as a demonstrative adjective. In Sanskrit, it is called a pronoun. So you have to notice it's always use the word sa because in front, the next word begin with consonant. The demonstrative pronoun goes in front of the noun. It is used with and correspond to the noun in case gender and number the same, such as that boy goes. We will translate to Sanskrit to sa baro or baraha kachati. Sa baraha, it is that boy. Kachati, goes. The next one, balas tam gramam kachati. Balas tam gramam kachati. The boy goes to that village. Bala from nominative singular masculine. Tam and gramam the same. It is accusative singular masculine and kachati. So the boy goes to that village. The next one, the word iwa indicate like or as if. For example, narupa iwa balo vadati. Narupa, take out sandhi to narupaha. Iwa balaha vadati. Again, we will translate this one, narupaha iwa balaha vadati, to the boy speak iwa like narupaha, a king. So you have to notice that narupa and bara we use the same nominative singular masculine. The boy speak like a king. And you put the word Narupa iwa in front of the sentence, come first in the sentence. Narupaha iwa baraha vadati. Now let's see for example. We have studied many Sandhi rule, both external Sandhi and internal Sandhi. Let's revise from this example. Puranas plus Chandras will be Puranas Chandraha. Yamas Tarati to Yamas Tarati. Devas Tatha change to Devas Tatha. Devaha Atra Devotra. Naraha Adya change to Narodya. Devaha Iva change to Deva Iva. Naraha Nama so change to Naro Nama. Devaha Api change to Deva Api. Naraha Devam change to Nara Devam. Deva Pati plus Yatha change to Deva Patira Yatha. Manuhu Kachati so change to Manu Kachati. Punau Lamas so change to Puna Lamaha. So one by one example, please try to use the written red book of Sanskrit paradigms. See from the charts page about 61, 2 and 3. More example. Akhani Lamas so change to Akhani Lamaha. Devas Gutra change to Devaha Gutra. Devas Palam so change to Devaha Palam. Punau Gutra to Punaha Gutra. Devancha so change to Devamscha. Asulan Chayayam change to Asulam Chayayam. Narupan Tatra Narupam Satatra. Tan Shatrun change to Tran Shatrun. Devan Jayati Devan Jayati. Mahan Damaraha change to Mahan Damara. Devan Lokeshu change to Devam Lokeshu. Tan Sahate will be Tan Sahate or Tan Sahate. And some more example. Atistan Atra Atistan Atra. Lamacha Lamacha. Lamat Chalam change to Lamat Chalam. So change T to J. This is a T Sandhi, consonant Sandhi. Lamat Chatram change to Lamat Chatram. Lamata change to Lamata. Lamata change to Lamata. Lamat Hastaha to Lamat Hastaha. Lamat Lapate change to Lamat Lapate. Avadat Eva change to Avadat Eva. Kruhat Nayati so change to Kaluhan Nayati. So this is our example for we have studied all the Sandhi rule, external Sandhi and internal Sandhi. And we have studied all the Sandhi. This is almost 90% of the Sandhi rule that we have studied. There is about remaining a very small number of Sandhi rule that we will study in second semester. And let's see from this chart the vocabulary of lesson 11. You see from this one, Avidya, ignorance, feminine. Eva, incarnable, as if, like. Katha, sorry. Kanya, girl. Kupita, angry. Chaya, shadow. Putrika, daughter. Bracha, child, subject of a king. Bala, feminine, this girl. Balaya, wife. Pita, afraid. Mara, garland. Vidya, knowledge. Sita, name of a woman, wife of Rama. Sena, army. This is our vocabulary in main in feminine now. And please practice the exercise lesson 11, page 151. Exercise 1, 2, 3, and also translate the following story, The Monkey and the Crocodile. And we will practice together in the tutorial. We have finished lesson 11, all the sandhi, internal sandhi. And next lesson we will study about the continuative or gerund. Hope you can understand everything of the sandhi rule and enjoy with the rule of it. Thank you very much. See you next lesson.